The first video that we have to look at today is a viewer request from a user who doesn't want to be named, but the TikToker in question is MD Murphy, who has allegedly had a large blue rock crash through their ceiling. I've taken a look at them. I know what's going on. You can watch the video, and then I'll explain to you why he's full of shit.
The hole is about 2 foot in diameter. And that's the hole in my driveway. I don't know.
That's the first video, and I hear you, man. When you look at the hole in the roof and then the hole in the ground, it is reasonable to expect that they're correlated with each other. However, where's the asphalt? Where are the bits of asphalt? You're saying this just crashed through your roof last night? Not a single bit of asphalt? What about this? The other hole in your shitty sheet metal roof. Questions? Let's go on to the next one.
I don't know what to think. That meteor flew over today, Williamston, South Carolina. And this is what I found. And I don't know what that is.
Yeah, but I do. Keep watching.
It's got a glow to it. Feels cold to the touch. If anybody out there knows what this is, let me know.
It's a cobalt blue piece of slag glass. You can buy them from your local garden stores. It's just a piece of glass slag, possibly from an automotive factory. This might be a second piece. It doesn't look like the first one. He might work in an automotive factory. He might work in a bottle processing plant, one that makes bottles like Sky Vodka bottles. It's the right color for Sky Vodka bottles. He could also work in an aquarium store, or he could have an aquarium or a garden center. These are relatively easy to come by, and you get them in large quantities because during the production of glass bottles like the Sky Vodka bottle, you know, that cobalt blue vodka bottle, sometimes some of the molten glass drips out and you have to break it off the concrete floor, and what's left is literally that. So I'm grateful that somebody sent this to me because it's not a ghost video, and I do intend to branch out and debunk other forms of content like UFOs and like just general myths and things, or people mispresenting some shit. This is a good example of that. It's a meteor, it's not a ghost video, so there's no real problem with, you know, it's not really in my wheelhouse, but I was able to point out that somebody was lying about something. Debunking, it's not just going to be about ghosts. It's going to be about everything.
Una motocicleta parece está poseída. Se enciende y se apaga totalmente sola.
Now, the person who uploaded this video claims the motorcycle is turning on and off by itself, but remote start exists. Alternative options are that you have a faulty light switch and that there's a short between the wiring connecting and disconnecting the battery to the lighting system, but remote start. This was also a viewer request. So there's 3 more. Maybe I can get through them all in one video. I get the feeling like I've already talked about this next clip already. However, it's worth mentioning again, and if you've been a long-time viewer of the channel, you'll know exactly what I'm going to say before I say it. Yes, if you are guessing that it's camera compression, then you are correct. The big thing about security cameras is that if the area that they're recording isn't bathed in light, then they rely on something called infrared light. That's light that's not visible to the naked human eye, but is visible to technology and cameras and stuff. It's the ability to see in spaces where there is no other light source. So, the person that is standing or running towards the camera and down the staircase is completely outside of any visible range for the camera, and thus, to the camera, that person does not exist. Unless they have an ample amount of light to capture or properly capture the people who it's attempting to record, there's no way for the camera's digital processing unit to acknowledge that there's somebody there unless it can see it. So the reason why the person suddenly appears and the bottom half of their body runs down the staircase and down the way is because at that moment they had come into the range of the available light source, the standing lamp post that's right there. The reason why everything on the left can be seen so clearly is because, yes, there is enough light for it. Couple that with a little shutter, some low frame rate and shutter delay, and you get what you see here. It's just a shitty security camera setup. Half the security camera is angled across that area, so if they were intelligent about their security systems, they would have provided ample light for that area, or redirected the camera to a position that it didn't matter that that area was dark.
Pero cara, borra eso porque va a salir todos los comentarios que le dije a Osmar. Después los online van a ir.
Sí se ve.
Ahí se ve, ahí se ve. Ahí se ve.
Ahí estamos viendo, aquí en la carretera Naranjal, unos niños son una sombra. No hay gente ahí, mi gente, créame. Estamos totalmente sorprendidos y asustados al mismo tiempo. Estoy viajando con mi familia. Se ven unos niños que juegan en un carro que está totalmente vacío en la parte de atrás. Es algo increíble. Tenemos el miedo total aquí en el carro, pero en el nombre de Cristo no va a pasar nada. Ya mismo comienzan a jugar, comienzan a tirarse del carro. Las sombras se tiran del carro. Es algo sorprendente, algo de no creer.
I'm willing to admit that there is a chance that I'm incorrect about what I'm about to tell you, but I used to be a truck driver for a very long time all across Lower Ontario, and I've seen my fair share of pickup truck style dump trucks that have plastic tarps and garbage bags and things in the back that blow around in the wind and look remarkably like people. There's a second option here, and that it is people, a bunch of workers from a construction site. It's not unheard of for them to travel by lying down in the back of a truck to avoid police noticing them. I'm not sure about the laws in whatever country this person is currently residing in where they recorded the video, but it doesn't seem unreasonable to assume that there might be a bunch of construction workers lying down in the back of a truck and fucking around with each other. Another option is that there's actually a powerful set of headlights that are pushing shadows, projecting shadows on the back of the truck. However, that is less likely to me because of the angle. As they make turns around bends, the shadows don't change very much. So in my personal experience, I believe that this is just a large quantity of garbage bags and tarps and things that are blowing around in the wind in the back of the truck that just look like people. So pareidolia, if you will.
Yeah. Gravity. You're looking 35, you're fucking high. Whoever put that. You okay? Someone was in the middle of the fucking road.
Yeah, I'm not even on the gas right now. So,
It's all coasting. It's all
Yeah.
gravity. You're looking 35, you're fucking high. Whoever put that. You okay? Someone was in the middle of the fucking road. Oh shit. You okay? You're okay. You're okay. Breathe, baby. Breathe, 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 breathe. Breathe, 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 breathe.
So the point of the video is that the person who is standing on the road is visible while the vehicle is driving past them, but once you turn to the rear-facing camera, you're no longer able to see the person at the point in which they were supposed to be standing on the right side. The problem is, the reason why you could see them in the first video is because the fucking headlights were aimed at them. There's no headlights behind you at that point, so no, you can't see the guy. They're trying to pass this off as if this was a ghost. No. This was a person standing on the road. It's incredibly unnerving, for sure. There was a person on the road. Don't try to say it's a ghost. It's a person. Fuck. There are things that piss me off. This is one of them. You can't just point at every abnormal thing and say it's paranormal. Like, not paranormal. Paranormal is like not normal. I get that. I get the semantics, okay? But you can't just point at every single thing that is out of the normal, out of the ordinary, and just yell ghost or aliens or something like that. There are logical explanations. And here's the biggest problem. That is an extremely dangerous situation. And in my opinion, based on the amount of lanes on the road, you are driving way too fucking fast. Like, I know nighttime driving, everything looks like you're going faster than you actually are, but I'm like 90% sure you're speeding there. Highway or not. You're going way too fast for what appears to be a freeway, like a 4-lane road. Highways have like 5 or 6 lanes. So why were you driving so fast? And if you hit that guy, holy crap. Stop saying everything's a ghost. It's not a ghost. Damn, dude, those are some remarkably clean pieces of paper, especially the one that's, you know, in the fucking puddle. So I'm pretty sure you put them there while you were walking through the building. Finding a whole bunch of stuff out the front of the building isn't exactly bizarre either, because high school kids and middle school kids beat the shit out of each other, steal each other's backpacks, and scatter their belongings to the wind. It's called bullying, and it's a big fucking problem. I'm gonna look at more of this and see if anything else was supposed to stand out to me, but so far as I can see, there's nothing especially interesting going on in this video. Yes, let's just announce to the entire building exactly where we are by running with the heaviest footsteps you can possibly have. Somebody wasn't beaten as a child and it shows. Well, apart from a few exceptionally tall mannequins, it didn't exactly appear as though there was anything particularly paranormal happening in this video. So I do hope that the person who requested these particular videos to acknowledge that I've made a video based on those requested videos. Come back to the video, watch this video, and if you've gotten this far in this particular video where I review the videos that you sent me, please let me know what exactly in that final video struck your fancy to such a degree that you would send it to me. There was no exposition attached in the email, so I have only speculation as to what exactly you're asking me to debunk. If it's the papers, then they're too clean and not wet to have spent any amount of time in that building. If it's about the stuff out the front of the building, then some kid jacked somebody else's backpack and threw everything everywhere. If it's the two seemingly exceptionally tall entities at the end of that hallway, they don't really look like very much to me. It could just be some sort of effigy or something built at the end. They're not moving. They don't follow him. They don't chase him. And that leads me to believe that they're not living things, in that they're just made to look scary. The audio that you heard during the time the kid was in there was very clearly some sort of sound effect that was slowed down either during the export or during the initial stages. He wasn't able to identify that it didn't sound like it actually happened inside the building. I don't really know what else you wanted me to talk about that particular video, so leave a comment down below or send me another email if you choose to remain anonymous about who you are who has requested these particular videos. I understand that not everybody wants to, you know, show that they're subscribed or even comment, so please email me a follow-up about that one. In any case, that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to like the video and subscribe if you want to see more. You can click one of these two videos on the left side of the screen here. And yeah, so I guess I'll see you tomorrow. I love you, and goodbye.